Today in our 2014 Nissan Maxima, we'll be having a look at our best trailer wiring options. Okay, we have 3 wiring harnesses here today. This one here is our Tekonsha T-One, part number 118470. This one is our CURT T-Connector, part number 56022. And then this one is our Hopkins Plug-In Simple wiring harness, part number HM11143675. The first biggest difference that we found between our 3 wiring harnesses is in regards to power output. Our Tekonsha wiring harness is rated for 5.6 amps of power output on the tail light and running light circuit, and then our stop and turn signal circuits are rated at 2.1 amps per side. Whereas on our CURT T-Connector, our tail light and running light circuit is rated for 6 amps, and our stop and turn signal circuits are rated for 3 amps per side. Our Hopkins wiring harness, we don't have any specifications listed as far as what the power output is. It could be more, it could be less, we just don't know. The reason power output is important, by having more power output, you have the ability to run more lights on your trailer. And this is especially important if you're towing an older trailer that has incandescent light bulbs versus LEDs, because those lights do require more power. By having more power, you do have the ability to run more. So if you have a small trailer that has 2 or 3 lights per side, this one will definitely be able to power it without any problems. If you want to use the Tekonsha wiring harness on your vehicle, you may need to swap out the lights on your trailers to LED in order to have enough power to run them. The next biggest difference that we found between our wiring harnesses is in regards to construction quality. Our Tekonsha wiring harness here is a very well made unit, and where all the wires go inside of the module light is sealed with this nice silicone to help further protect it from humidity, moisture, or corrosion. Whereas on our CURT, you can see that it's not sealed. The wires just go inside the box, and you can almost see a little gap around them. So the potential is there for stuff to get inside. However, all 3 of these wiring harnesses here today are designed to be stored inside the vehicle, so it doesn't really matter. It will be protected from the elements. Also, the Tekonsha one is the smallest module light of the 3. So that makes it the easiest to conceal behind the interior panels of our vehicle. One other difference that we found between our wiring harnesses is in regards to the included items. Our CURT wiring harness comes with a tube of black silicone sealant, which is beneficial for us because we have to run a power wire from the module light to our vehicle's battery, and when we pass the wire outside through our trunk through a grommet, we want to be able to seal it up so we don't have to worry about moisture or exhaust fumes getting inside. This is the only kit featured here that comes with the silicone sealant. With the other 2, you have to provide your own, but we do have some available for purchase on our website if you need some. As far as similarities go, all 3 of these wiring harnesses are going to do the exact same thing. They're going to give you a 4-pole flat trailer connector, which gives you the basic lighting functions that are required by law in order for you to safely and legally tow a trailer. You'll have your turn signals, your brake lights, your tail lights, and your running lights. All 3 of these wiring harnesses also install in the exact same way, with no cutting or splicing required to your vehicle's wiring. They'll simply plug in line behind your tail light assembly and your vehicle's factory wiring harness. So it's a simple and quick installation. All 3 of them will also have a power wire that'll run directly to our vehicle's battery with a fuse holder, which will protect your wiring and also will isolate your vehicle's expensive electrical components from any faults in your trailer. So if you were to have a backfeed of voltage from your trailer to your vehicle, you don't have to worry because the module light will take care of it for you. All 3 of our wiring harnesses can also be stored in our vehicle's spare tire well when they're not in use. When we do want to use it, we simply open up the spare tire well, take the wire out, and we'll sit it to the side of our trunk latch here, and we can close the trunk over the wire, being sure to avoid pinching it as we close it. As you can see, we have an adequate length wire that gets right down next to the receiver on our hitch. This will allow us to easily hook up our trailer and get the necessary lighting functions that we need. This particular wiring harness that we have installed here today, this is our CURT wiring harness. All three of them will look exactly like this. Now for a brief summary. As far as power output goes, we found the CURT wiring harness to be the better option here because it does have a higher power rating than the others. As far as construction quality goes, we found the Tekonsha wiring harness to be the better option here because it does seem to be the most well made. As far as included items, we found that the CURT wiring harness is the better option here because it does come with absolutely everything that we could possibly need in order to install the wiring harness on our Maxima. Now, if I owned a Maxima and I was looking to purchase wiring for it, I would be leaning towards the CURT wiring harness myself just because it does have the higher power output, and coming with the silicone is a nice feature. I don't have to worry about running into the store if I forgot to buy some when I purchase my wiring harness. And that completes our look at the best trailer wiring options for the Nissan Maxima. We hope you find this video helpful and informative in your wiring purchasing needs.